What up, everybody? How we doing? I have a few extra minutes surprise, so I thought I would jump on here and see how everybody's doing out in the world, see what you guys are up to, answer any questions anybody might have. What is up? What is up? Peeps rolling in. Jessica, hello. Justice, what's up? Benji, hello. Claudia, Sylvia, hello, everybody. Why is that covering my screen? What is happening? Well, this is frozen. Why? Well, anyway, I can't see basically anything that's coming through. We've got some sort of problem here. There we go. All right, we figured it out in the end. All right, Women of Impact. What up? I'm super curious, Women of Impact. Who is actually behind the Women of Impact? Because Lily, if that is you, what are you doing awake? Greece! Yasu! I have like the world's... I have an American accent when I speak Greek, but I also layer on top of that the fact that my wife is actually Cypriot. So I sound like an American goat herder trying to speak Greek. It's very funny, but I do love it. What energizes me? This is from Monitor Jane. That's really interesting. So I have recently had to deal with things that don't energize me. It was a very powerful reminder. So progress is one of the most foundational elements of human happiness, and I find that progress really gets me excited. But also, so lesson number one about working as much as I work is make sure that you love whatever it is that you're working on. So when building the studio, part of building Impact Theory as a true studio, as the next Disney, was recognizing that I want to be around things like movies, TV shows, and anime has been a big thing that's been energizing me recently. So I've been spending a lot of time on anime and NFTs. Got something cool coming for people that are fans of anime and NFTs anyway, coming very soon. That project's really been energizing me. Super exciting. So, word. Welcome to everybody just joining. You know what's interesting? So understanding how your audience perceives you is utterly fascinating. So right now, if I were to get all hyphy and like really go into like a grind zone and like real fucking intensity, the number of people staying would go up, up, up. Right now, because I'm in a chill state, it's like the numbers are down, slowly declining. It is absolutely fascinating. What up, Nigeria? How we doing? Amazing to see you. Hello, everybody. Thank you guys for joining me. Dave. All right, so I have precious few minutes, but if anybody has a question, just hit that request button with your question. Let's see. It looks like we've got a few peeps here. All right, so here we go. This is from Sam. What advice to give boyfriend about starting his own clothing business? Just do it. So that really is, when it comes to making progress in something that you don't know what you're doing, literally get started. If you've spent more than a week thinking about it, it's time to try something. It's time to actually begin putting something out there. So I just went through this with NFTs. I went from not knowing what an NFT was to being interviewed as an expert within less than 4 months. So the amount that you can learn by going out and doing something. So I hear about NFTs, and I'm not kidding, 7 to 10 days later, we were already hiring people to build an NFT marketplace, and just getting in there and starting to do it, you realize all the things you don't know. And so just by diving into the world, you begin to find out what the sort of needs of that world are. So the fastest way is to do it. Fucking make a shirt for himself. Start a Instagram page. Start learning about marketing. Start learning what marketplace he wants to serve. So get out there and do it. That's the big thing. All right. Are you a Freemason? I am not a Freemason, but thank you for asking. I don't know. Is that because I'm successful in business? I'm not sure. I don't know much about Freemasons, so I don't know if that's like a compliment or part of a conspiracy, but I'm not. How does one toughen up and not have self-pity? That's a fucking great question. So First of all, self-pity, just put a rule around it. I don't do self-pity, right? That's just as a thing. Now, why don't I do self-pity? Because it doesn't move me towards my goals. So I'm fiendish. I have a rule in my life that has served me extraordinarily well, which is that I don't do anything. I don't even believe anything that moves me away from my goals. So if I'm trying to toughen up, having self-pity is not going to help me toughen up. Therefore, I don't do it. It really is that simple. So much power in just making rules in your life about what you tolerate. DR Knight, is it Dr. Knight or Dark Knight? I'm just lazy all the time, man. I work 9 to 5 and I want to do so many things, but I don't know how to decide. Please help me. Please help. And I have been watching videos on motivation videos and then get into that rabbit hole. Okay, so here is the thing. When you're talking about not being able to decide about something, the key there is just pick. So everybody thinks that something is going to present itself as like, oh my God, this is what you were meant to do with your life. I wish it worked that way. It does not. Nothing will ever seem self-evident. So you are simply going to try. Just try. Go do some shit. And as you're doing that thing, if you find that it was fun at first, but then it fades away, try something else. If as you're trying that thing, it was fun at first and then it fades away, try something else. About the time for the third time, it was fun at first and then it fades away, now you have a grit problem. If you have a grit problem, meaning you just don't have the tenacity to see it through, read the book Grit by Angela Duckworth. She addresses very eloquently exactly what you need to do. So yeah, and we're all lazy. It's wired into us. So just don't allow it from yourself. To do that, you have to want something more than you want to be lazy. That's just real. All right, next question. Arika Moon, where's Lisa? Lisa's the reason that I only have 12 more minutes to spend with you because I am about to have a meeting with her. She's incredible. She is the most amazing human being on the face of the earth. And I could not be more stoked to be married to that woman. Current workout, routine, diet. Okay, so here's what everybody should be doing. Only eat whole foods. That makes me angry. I wish that weren't the good advice because eating whole foods is relatively boring. Even when it's good, it's not ice cream good. So for me, I have never loved a whole food diet, but god damn, is it good for you. You will feel better. Whatever problem you have in your life, you're not making enough money, your dog ran away, your car just broke down, I can guarantee you one thing, it's your diet. Now, am I sort of kidding? Yes. But is basically everything in your life a result of your diet? Yes. I think we're going to find out over the next 10 years, I'll be generous, that anxiety, depression, all manner of thing are going to be related to your diet, your microbiome, and the fact, guys, get this, 85% of the information that crosses the largest nerve in your body, which is called the vagus nerve, 85% of it is your body talking to your brain, not your brain talking to your body. Your brain, there's this book called How Emotions Are Made by Lisa Feldman Barrett. Fucking amazing, P.S. Read that shit. And while you're at it, go watch the episode. I interviewed her. She's fucking amazing. Emotions are made because your body sends signals to your brain and your brain goes, fuck, why do we feel this way? And then it just makes up a fucking story about it. And then so that's my diet. My workout routine is 5 days a week. I do a push, pull, legs, abs mix up. So typically I start with back, buys, get your fucking core right. Get your core right. Don't fuck with your biceps until your back is crazy fucking strong. Let's start with that. So I get my core right, do my push-pull. So back, biceps on one day. Next day is shoulders, chest, triceps. Then I do abs and legs. And then I just repeat the cycle. Name of the book again, How Emotions Are Made by Lisa Feldman Barrett. We got a lot of questions. You guys are amazing. All right, we're going to have to go into a speed round. Any book recommendations? There is a book recommendation list on my website, which is impacttheory.com. Tiny Kitten Kisses says, my girlfriend is too crazy. She breaks everything. I can't even leave the house for 5 minutes. Yeah, so we need therapy or we need to separate. This is a speed round. That's all you're going to get. We already did the book recommendations. So I always lose momentum. Why? What can I do? Okay, so this is where we just have to have like a rules around our life. So for instance, this notion I call attack the hill. So I have a rule in my life that I must attack the hill. Now, what does that mean? It means when you're at your most fatigued, you're tired, you don't want to keep going, that's when you have to go twice as hard. So when I'm fatiguing is actually when I work the hardest, when I feel the best about myself, but you have to have that rule. I really thought it was going to let me just swipe. That's dumb. It should. Next up, skincare routine. I get sun exposure and my diet is good. Other than that, I literally do fuck all for my skin. What do you do when you become extremely self-aware and introspective, addicted to learning and improving, but have no ambition to chase money or any recognition, validation from others? So first of all, that's where everybody should live their life, but you should be chasing like a fucking fiend, meaning and purpose, because that's what's going to give you the one thing that actually matters, which is to feel good about yourself when you're by yourself. I promise that's the only thing that matters. So if you don't go hard for meaning and purpose, all the reading and all that shit, it'll be fun enough, but it will ultimately become its own version of eating ice cream. So learning something that you deploy to help other people and yourself, that's super fucking useful. Okay. Mikkel says, Tom, I started a prescription glasses business. Word. Can I send you a few pair? We're based in the Caribbean. I don't wear prescription glasses, so I wear blue blockers. So if you have non-prescription blue blockers, then I'm your man. Otherwise, I would be a poor candidate. Plan B print. I am looking to hire someone to help me grow my business that has the skills I lack. Advice. Yes. Find out where do those people hang out socially. If you watch my Twitter, I'm constantly stalking people, trying to figure out where the people are that I need. Which, by the way, if anybody in this feed is a back-end coder with Solidity experience, oh dear Jesus, do I want to hear from you. So back-end developers with experience in Solidity, you got to know your way around smart contracts, my friends. But if that's you, oh my God, I'm looking for you. I also need somebody to help me run the metaverse division of our company. We're going to be doing some NFT games and other stuff. So if that's you, I'm about it. Be about it. So yeah, social media. That's basically the answer to everything. And then meetups and stuff like that are also going to be, once those start happening again, that will be super helpful. Have I interviewed Dr. Amen? This is the James Allen, I believe. I have, I think twice. Amazing person. How to find passion in life. Okay, so passion it's what I call an architectural build. It's not an archaeological dig, meaning you're not going to turn inward, dig through your childhood and uncover this thing that you were always meant to do. You are going to decide that you're going to make something important to you and you're going to invest in it. You're going to spend energy on it. And you're going to tell other people and yourself that this thing, you're really interested in it. This is your passion. You're going to go after it. And by doing that, by engaging with it, by getting good at it, and then by using those skills of that thing that you worked hard at to get good at because you liked it, when you start helping other people and yourself with it, then it's really a passion. And so you build a passion. You don't find a passion. Kenneth, what you got for me here? Hello, Tom. Thank you for all you do. Question, what are your thoughts on psychedelics? So I tried microdosing psilocybin, and it felt exactly like having a couple drinks. It was fun enough, but it didn't make me creative or have breakthroughs or anything like that. I've never done hardcore psychedelics, though this isn't a psychedelic, but I really do want to do MDMA with like a guide with my wife. That sounds spastically fun. I could not be more excited to try that. I think that would be amazing. All right, let's get to some scroll down. I'm not going fast enough here. All right, I'm a student and losing my focus, concentration, but I know I should do this. Please dedicate to me. This is becoming a really common question. I didn't used to get this question all the time. It's very, very interesting. So if you are losing your motivation, You're not able to focus and concentration. I would say start with your diet. So the worst bit of brain fog I ever had, where I was like, whoa, I am almost uninterested in all the things that used to bring me joy. Like, I just didn't want to do anything. This was recent. This was during quarantine. And I was like, what the fuck is going on? And so I thought, okay, what advice would I give to somebody who came to me and said, I have no energy, I have no focus, no attention? I would say, it's your diet, motherfucker. And so I was like, all right, well, then it's my diet. But my diet was super clean. So I was like, how could this be my diet? The only thing I'm eating a lot of is pecans. How on earth could raw pecans be bad for me? And so still I was like, well, I'm going to take them out of my diet and see what happens. 72 hours later, I was perfectly normal. So one of two things is true. Either your diet is shit, and it almost certainly is, even if you think that you're eating well, and then you may just not like what you're studying. Either of those could have that outcome. So study something cooler, eat something better. Word. That's just good advice in life. All right, unfortunately, going to have to make this like the last one. Okay, this is interesting. I'm horrified by this question. How do you overcome turning 30 this month? What do you mean, overcome it? Like, that's the shit. A, you didn't die, so let's be super stoked on that. And B, you've got 30 years of knowledge and experience. So the only thing I can assume is either you're aging and you don't like the physical nature of aging, which, hey, do your best, eat right, get good sun exposure. These are things that will treat you well. And then exercise, that's also a good one. And then the other part would be that you don't feel like you've accomplished enough. And I'll just say this, accomplishments don't fucking matter. So the only thing that matters is feeling good about yourself when you're by yourself. That's it. So do things that make you feel good about yourself. Now, if you're really struggling, go help someone else. That is a panna-fucking-cia. That will solve literally every problem you've ever had in your life. Go help somebody else. Poof, it goes away. Use that to get yourself back in a zone where you can also do cool shit for yourself. But when in doubt, help somebody else. You will be startled by how much that helps. Word. All right, I got to bounce. I have a meeting with Lisa. You guys are amazing. Thank you so much for joining me today. And remember, if you're a back-end coder with Solidity experience, I'm your boy. Also, if you want more of this shit, we have Impact Theory University, which I don't know if everybody knows about. I teach this shit. All this stuff, literally, I took myself from scrounging on my couch cushions, feeling hopeless, scared, alone, did not have enough money to put gas in my fucking car. This is real. To building $1 billion business, exiting, not on the back of becoming some grand businessman. I became a grand businessman because I got my head right. I got my mindset right. Your behaviors follow your beliefs. Fix your behaviors, fix your beliefs, everything else will work out. All right, till next time, my friends, be legendary. Peace.